president of the board, and I'm here on behalf of Wendy Ford, our CEO. Thank you for being here, and thank the congressman for being here. And now I'm going to turn it over to Congressman Soto. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bruce, not only for your great work on Council on Aging, but also as our tax collector. We are so very grateful. We're here today with one clear message. It's time to pass the American Rescue Act and bring desperately needed relief to Central Florida. Our nation is grappling with not one, but two major crises: a pandemic and an economic recession right here in Central Florida. It's clear we're turning the corner, but we're not out of the woods yet. We now have nearly 3.4 million Floridians who've received at least one dose of the vaccine. Yet there are still 7,000 Floridians getting sick with COVID each week. We also have 20,000 unemployment claims, nearly, just a little below that in Florida. In Central Florida, our unemployment rates are higher than the state average, at 7% in Orange County, and over 8% right here in Osceola County. And we know why. Because COVID has uniquely affected the tourism industry and our economy. And we need to make sure we're helping so many Central Floridians who are in need. But these are more than just statistics. These are Central Florida families that need our help. They're struggling to put food on the table, to make sure they could keep their jobs or pay their rent or their mortgage. They're struggling to keep their small businesses open. We're here in front of Osceola Council on Aging for a very specific reason. We know that the food assistance need is sky high. You could see right here folks waiting online, and I'll be volunteering in a few minutes. We're honored to be joined here not only by our tax collector, Bruce Vickers. We'll hear in a moment from Osceola County Commissioner Viviana Janer, City Commissioner Kissimmee, Jim Fisher. Thank you for being here. We're here with Ms. McMillan, Doris McMillan from NAACP. We're here with Unite Here and SEIU. Can we get a little heads up for our brothers and sisters in labor? Thank you for being here and for your support of your nationals for the American Rescue Act. It's important to talk about what the bill actually does. This is President Biden's bill. This is the House Democrats' bill. This is the Senate's bill. This is America's bill. $1,400 stimulus checks to individuals making $75,000 or less. We're focusing on those Americans who need the relief the most and fulfilling our promise of $2,000 in direct payments. There's $1 billion for temporary assistance for needy families, or TANF. $20 billion for our COVID vaccination plan. Things are working with the vaccines finally, but we need to keep it going. $7.5 billion for CDC to continue to monitor, track the COVID-19 vaccines, and $7.5 billion for FEMA to help with these vaccination sites across the country. We saw just this week temporary sites open up in St. Cloud and Kissimmee City Chamber and Englewood in the district, and of course the main regional site in Valencia in West Orange County. There's also $51 billion for testing, tracing, and treatment for mitigation efforts to make sure that we are monitoring this virus. We know there are variants coming from other areas of the world that are making it more dangerous, making it more contagious, and the results can be more serious conditions or death. So we need to make sure we are taking this seriously. We also have more help for our schools. In Florida, parents have an option, and that's a good thing. They can bring their teachers and students back in the classroom, or they can have distance learning. $130 billion is in the American Rescue Act to make sure our kids can go to school safely and that we're keeping our teachers, our faculty, and other education personnel safe. There's $40 billion for institutions of higher education. This includes Valencia College right here in Osceola County, UCF, Polk State, Florida Polytechnic University, Osceola's training programs here, as well, so many that are going to benefit, and our students who are barely hanging on to make sure that they can pursue their higher ed educations. $39 billion for child care and development block grants. We have seen women now back at 1984 levels in the workforce. This is a disgrace, and it's because it's been so difficult to secure child care, and so many families are struggling with how to address this issue. This $39 billion is key to making sure we can have equality back in the workforce. Of course, there's unemployment benefits. We talked about so many folks who are still unemployed here in Central Florida, including over 8% here in Osceola County and over 7% in Orange. This would increase the weekly benefit from $300 to $400 per week through until the end of August. Right now, we face a cliff of March 15th, where these benefits on the federal level will run dry if we don't pass this. And an additional $7.25 billion for the Paycheck Protection Program, including eligible nonprofits, and $25 billion for a new SBA program for restaurants and businesses with lower than 20 employees and fewer locations. We know that's key for so many folks. And $15 billion for economic injury loan grants. Housing, also critical. $26 billion in emergency rental assistance. If you go out on 192 right now, you will see a lot of folks are still living in a home insecure situation. Because we have the moratorium on foreclosures until the end of June, and the moratorium on evictions going through until the end of September, right now you don't see that misery as much yet, but you will as those moratoriums end up ending. We need to catch people up on their mortgages. We need to catch people up on their rent. And we need to make sure we don't see a collapse of the real estate market like happened in 2008. Families that weren't even affected by foreclosures and by rent saw their property values drop in half. Seniors relying on that for their nest egg. So many families and so much wealth lost. And we have never recovered from 2008 with the home ownership going from just above 60% to now just over 50%. We can't let that happen again. Lastly, but most importantly, it has nearly $10 billion in food assistance and assistance with USDA for our farmers. Food assistance funds to help out both Osceola Council on Aging through their Meals on Wheels program. Food assistance for Second Harvest to make sure that no family in Central Florida goes hungry. And then, as importantly, $350 billion for our state and local governments, as the state of Florida faces a $2 to $3 billion deficit, and we need to make sure our first responders stay on the job, our cops and firefighters, our teachers and our nurses. This would mean $73 million for right here in Osceola County. It would mean $270 million in relief for Orange County and $141 million for Polk County, all counties I'm honored to represent. The list goes on with transit, helping out our veterans with $13 billion. But the point is, we need to make sure that we are passing this bill. Right now, we have vote-a-rama happening, as they call it in the Senate, as we speak here. Now is not a time to sit back with a false sense of confidence. Now is the time to move forward, to pass the American Rescue Act to defeat COVID-19, to provide real relief for Central Floridians, and to save lives and livelihoods. And I hope our two senators are listening. I know we are, right?